Hello everyone and welcome to the show. It's me Richa Garg and today we have someone who's a true inspiration for all of us. She not just enhances smiles but embraces her patients with compassion and knowledge. With the role that she performs as a dentist or wherever she shows up with all the services that she does, she is nothing but a true inspiration for all of us with all the different roles she plays so beautifully. Welcome, Ritika. Welcome to the show. So happy to have you,
Richa.
doctor.
I'm so overwhelmed here. Thank you so much.
We all know Ritika is the dentist we all go up to for any such dental problems that we have. But Ritika, I feel teeth as an organ is the most neglected organ of the body. We don't usually go for any kind of checkups. We don't take any vitamins to make our teeth strong. No scans, no blood tests, nothing. Just visit the dentist when there's a pain in the tooth. So, Ritika, what are some of the biggest misconceptions we all have as normal people that you would like to break today?
Richa, that's definitely true that in my chamber, whenever a patient is coming, he's always like this, holding the jaw with the pain. But yes, there are many, it is a lack of awareness, which I say about the subject amongst people. And there are many myths to break. One, first of which is that, cleaning, like brushing hard, cleans better and makes the teeth whiter. But that is not the case. On the contrary, it turns the teeth more thinned out because you're brushing hard and the enamel, which is the protective layer, gets thinned out. And your teeth turns to be more sensitive, resulting in to be more pale in color. So I would suggest that one should not use hard brushing and also not very vigorous pressure. Second of which is that scaling, makes the teeth very weak.
Oh, scaling doesn't make
No,
your teeth
it doesn't.
Okay.
It is a very big myth because patients come and tell me, oh, mera daant hilan lag raha hai, things like that, which is absolutely not true.
Yeah.
Because what happens is a lot of debris that has been attached to the gum and the tooth, that puts a lot of pressure. And that is where the teeth starts shaking and becomes loose. So when a dentist cleans your teeth, he's cleaning your debris from the gums and that circular area between the teeth. And there, once the teeth are clean, the teeth will regain its shape. The gums will tighten it because now they are free from debris. And then it will be much better. It will be less of the movement that will be happening and less of the bleeding from the gums.
So I think the similar thought is regarding whitening of teeth. Like, people think that, oh, my teeth don't look as white as I want it to look. So all these commercially advertised pastes where they say ki 1 month brush karo and your teeth will shine 2 times brighter and things. What do you have to say to such marketing gimmicks?
Thank you, Richa. That's a very important question. I want to use this platform and, tell my patients and my friends about it that when a patient comes for whitening, it is the bleaching products that we use. And it's like you bleach your hair. It's like an acid which is being used to turn the color different, okay? But it is not permanent. It is always temporary. And there are many instances where if the bleaching has been used over excessively, it has made the teeth very weaker because there has been the penetration of the acid that has happened, and also the teeth has turned more sensitive. So I generally not very up for bleaching. I do cleaning, I do polishing, but I feel that whitening is only done when you have a intrinsic stain inside which needs to be dulled out permanently, or maybe if you have a wedding or a big day, that is where we prefer, not on the regular grounds.
Yeah, once in a time.
And the agents which are there for home bleaching kits and the toothpaste, they are very aggressive in nature. There's no way you can, I cannot turn my color. This is my original self color. I cannot turn the melanin thing upside down. Same way, once whatever structure your teeth has, your enamel and your dentine has a specific color. Even if you bleach it, it's gonna be lightened one shade down, but it's not gonna be permanent.
So Ritika, tell me one thing, can dental ignorance lead to something bigger or more serious? Because usually we all think ki daant hi to hai.
Richa, see, there is a very wide range of systemic problems that can occur through your oral cavity if not taken care well of. You've of course heard of a lot of cancer happening, agents that are there which people use it, and then they don't take care of it, and once it turns very big, then they generally end up in the chamber. So of course, apart from the life-threatening conditions, there are many other systemic conditions like diabetes, heart problems, indigestion, gut health issues. Because you don't have proper teeth, there is no proper chewing, there is no proper mechanism that is loading down to your gut health. So there are many other factors which are involved with oral cavity ignorance.
So Ritika, whenever I come to your clinic, I see it queued with the patients and I do see how busy you are with them. But amidst all of this chaos, is there like, some patient's story that has just stayed back with you?
Richa, not some, but so many to pen down if it comes. But yes, I understood one thing during COVID, that life is so fragile. And once the patient is here for an RCT with a dental pain, and after 1 week when you call, he's not there, he's no more. So that really made me feel that life is so fragile. And the future is not promised, so it's better to live in the present life.
Yeah.
And make sure that the patient is happy with you.
Absolutely.
So I could connect through that very well.
Ritika, I've probably seen you from the time you started your chamber in a small garage, and I think I've been visiting you ever since. And now you have these two beautiful chambers, which is all like so well decorated with all the latest equipments. How has your journey been so far? What would that one message be out there for all these young people who are aspiring to be successful entrepreneurs?
As an entrepreneur, I feel you already lead by an example. And a successful entrepreneur doesn't just build a brand, but he actually builds an impact to the people.
Yeah.
I don't work as for my career. I work as it's my responsibility. And for me, I've been working, given all my heart, all my hard work, thinking that this patient, I need to win his heart. So I feel if you have that humanitarian feeling in you, that empathy in you, that can make wonders in your career. It's not just bookish understandings, but how you treat the fellow person in a business or in an establishment is what matters to me, I feel.
Absolutely. So, Ritika, you and Dr. Rahul, your husband, are into the same profession. So, कभी ऐसा हुआ है that people are choosing him over you, or maybe you both have some ego fights or something?
That's so funny to answer. But yes, Richa, it's never the Kalesh at the home, it's the people who create it. It's like people coming to me and telling me कि oh, he did such good extraction, उनका हाथ इतना अच्छा है. Of course, he's a surgeon.
Yeah.
It will be. So, but for us, we both are very sorted.
Yeah.
Because we know that I am the head of the house and he is the head of the clinics. So if we know that thought process, if I'm stuck anywhere, he helps me out. If he's stuck anywhere, because we both are from different specialities, so we of course help each other. And ultimately, the money is coming to us.
Yeah.
So it
a lot of
matter.
money. Okay. So, Ritika, what would that one message be? If there was one thing that you could totally undo or maybe redo for yourself when you were a younger version, what would that one thing be that you would like to redo it all over again?
Which I think we come from that era where our parents have always made our relationship with money a very subtle pattern. You know, they've made us understand and made us realize the importance of money, also how to spend it, and also how to save it. So I was always a very good saver. I have always, made myself divided, my pattern divided into such that where I'm spending also and I'm saving also. But in that time frame, I realized that saving is just not the key. You have to be a good investor.
Yeah.
And there are so many other platforms where you should be investing your money, be it a small amount or a bigger. So here I want to put a message to all the girls, young entrepreneurs, or maybe, girls with smaller scale business, maybe homemakers, that whatever money that comes to you, just don't lie it at home. You have to invest it. And this is how the multiplication and compounding happens.
Yeah. So it's not important how much and when, just start from whatever you have whenever you can.
That's true.
Is the idea. Yeah. So I've been married here for more than a decade now. And I do see that there is a lot of whispers and hushes about all these tier 2, tier 3 cities where the young aspiring people, they don't want to settle here, they don't want to move in here, they don't want to be a part of this place and get probably married off into a bigger city because they feel like, dreams come to an end when you're in such places. I don't see that for you as a person. I know you've been practicing in Bombay before this and you were doing extremely well there and you're doing exceptionally well here. So, what would your small city formula be like?
Richa, I agree because I also had that kind of hiccup in me before I started my practice here. But then over the period of time, I've realized that, big dreams don't need big zip codes, they need bolder hearts. And coming from not a Marwari family or a Nepali background or a Bengali background, I got immense love because your work speaks. Okay, and when you are practicing in a tier 2, tier 3 city, I feel you are a bigger fish in a smaller pond.
Yeah.
Where you can show your genre, you can show your potential. And now, as the science is growing, the AI coming in, I don't think it is restricted to any smaller cities we talk about. There's a lot of growth, a lot of advancement that we can see. And there is a lot of potential, of course, yes.
So, Ritika, I feel like as we all grew up as kids or maybe as adolescents, teenage, there has been something inside us that has kept the drive within us to do something going. We all had someone in our environment, someone giving us the context of understanding what it is to work, how independence is important. How did your upbringing or environment influence your career?
Richa, I feel when we were all growing up, my father always told me that whatever profession you choose, it should be meaningful. You should create some meaning to your life. It should add something, some value added profession. So there I felt, and when I saw my uncle, he's a doctor. He's a very well settled neonatal heart surgeon in UK. So when I saw his hard work and his journey, it really inspired me a lot because he was heard, he was respected, and when it comes to a doctor, the spark in the eyes of the other people, I saw that, and I wanted that for me. So there, where it influences you, how to grow up and how to incorporate things in your life that enhances you personally rather than, and uplifts your own good, your own life.
Ritika, I heard somewhere that you don't attend doctor seminars. Why? Attitude issues.
Which it's absolutely not that. It's just that I'm working on all the days. If I'm not traveling, I'm working. And I feel that, nowadays social media is so uplifted that you get any matter, anything with, good lectures, good presentations of amazing doctors all over the world. So me and my husband keep ourselves updated in the night with the podcast and everything. And I just feel that 1-2 hours, it will make a change. But then spending that Sunday where I could actually work on a patient and earn money out of it makes more sense to me.
Ritika, I see a lot of smoking around us in the youth these days, whether it's vape or it's hookah or it's smoking or I don't know, the gutka, pan masala and all these things. Even the youngsters, I think they're too involved into all these kinds of things. And how do you think it affects the oral health? We all know that it has a very drastic impact on our physical health, of course, along with our emotional health. But what about the oral health?
Richa, I must say that, have you seen the packets of the cigarettes?
Yeah,
They're huge cancer pictures which are posted in there. So that is what the government is trying to do. People know it. People are aware of it. Still, they are using it. Still they are compromising their health on it. I don't know for what. I've seen it in Siliguri a lot, where people, they tell me we want to concentrate, we sit on a gaddi, it's been there in generations, and we are eating this so that we can concentrate. We also concentrate in our work.
Oh, but does that give us focus? I've never tried
it. That's what I've been hearing, and it's so funny.
Yeah.
Because we all are focusing in things. The homemakers are focusing in
Absolutely.
making their house well.
Yeah.
The working ladies are also working hard enough, driving, doing all the other stuff. We all are focused in life. We don't need a reason for it.
Yeah.
But then these are all the funny
Excuses
excuses I get.
Yeah.
And everybody knows that there are so many cancer cases that has been encountered in our society. People, good people who are very well established in their work, they are still succumb to it. But then they don't realize it. And we have been telling them, we have been demonstrating things, we have been setting the examples by sharing the stories, but the awareness comes from within and in the family. The family has to also take the onus,
Yeah.
to create the awareness.
Also, I think they start giving excuses of like giving up smoke and now hookah is better and vaping is better. But
Nothing is big.
the degree.
No. Vape is equally bad. You see, there are so many studies, researches, and so many small children, school-going children, which they are affecting themselves, their lungs. I feel government should take strict actions, and school also plays a lot of important role. Our environment plays a lot of important role too.
In
It should be
educating.
completely banned, and there should be a serious subject education about the uses of these narcissist products.
So, Ritika, whenever I understand that when you're out there as a dentist, you're not just performing your job professionally as a dentist. There is a lot of other things that you have to handle when a person is right there on the chair. And I totally understand this myself because when I am on the chair, I'm extremely fearful. There have been times my daughter has been on your chair and I'm extremely fearful as a parent. How do you handle these social and emotional pressures in your clinic?
See, Richa, first of all, I must tell you that dental treatment is a fearful treatment for most of them. And whenever it takes a lot of courage, I feel now, to come to the chamber and show to the doctor.
Yeah.
Because this is the only place where you surrender yourself to the dentist. You can't move, you can't do anything, right? So I totally get it, and I have understood that just not treating with the pain, but treating with the right mindset and understanding what the patient needs. Maybe some patients are very finicky, some patients are extremely protective, the parents are not leaving the room, they want to see the treatment. Now the kids is not supporting because they are very pampered by the parents. So there's so many dynamics that happen in that small chamber, which now is a part and parcel of my game, and I enjoy doing it, and I'm sure patients also understand, and that's why they are there and they show up.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, Ritika, a lot of places I've come across this one thing that is being discussed very frequently amongst women is independence. So, for some, independence is about having the ability to take any kind of decision at home, of having the ability to walk out of some situations, maybe of driving to work, of just carrying whatever it is that you want to. But I feel independence is a lot more than just these superficial things. What is an independent woman as per you?
Richa, it's a very potent discussion, and I feel that for me, independence is absolutely proportional to power. And power is my existence. It's like my freedom of choice. It doesn't define that for me, it's like I'm in a situation and how can I handle it? It's in me. That is my freedom. And driving a car to work, buying your own vegetables, designing your own room is not independence for me. It's here. It's the thought process.
Absolutely.
Where you're not dependent for anything to anybody. And I think all our parents now have taught us this way, that you have to be independent through your thoughts. Like when I was expecting, for 9 months I worked. Everybody knows it. All my patients knows it. Never a day it happened where I waited for Rahul to finish his work and, take me to the doctor. I drove myself and I showed it to the doctor. The only reason, because I know he's also working.
Absolutely.
And he's treating the patients. He's doing something meaningful there. And the things which I can handle on my own. So for me, that is independence, the thought process for it.
Ritika, have you come across the series Fabulous Lives versus Bollywood Wives?
Of course I have.
And we have a very well-known character there called Shalini Pasi. What did she say? So she used to have all her drinks, including champagne, with a straw because she claimed that if we just like sip it on in, it can actually affect the enamel coating around our tooth. How far do you think it's true, and is it a good piece of advice to carry straws with us to all the parties?
Richa, I agree. Any aerated drinks do have a strong impact on the enamel because it is acidic in nature, of course. But carrying a straw makes it so funny. You are not going to carry a straw in your purse everywhere. Might as well not drink those things.
Yeah.
You know?
So Ritika, negative reviews can have like really long lasting impacts in the service industry that you belong to. You've ever had such instances of dealing with such episodes where probably something that may not have even happened has come across your way?
I think, Richa, it is there in every profession and I think every business. When you do good, haters come along the way. But then for me, I feel my work is the act of love, discipline, and commitment I show. It shows, okay? I don't have to prove it. And of course, there are many reviews. I came across recently a review on my clinic's page where the patient had no history, no database that he actually visited my chamber. And in that same time, he's giving me a bad review. And the second later, he's giving two good reviews to another two chambers. So social platform has become good and bad as well. There are a lot of things that happen. It's very difficult to trust what you see. So I feel it's better to go with the flow. So Richa, in this journey, I have stopped chasing any perfections. I've learned to let go my guilt and I've started celebrating my efforts. Because at the end, that's all matters.
So Ritika, you are talked about in a lot of places that I go to, in a lot of groups that I be a part of myself also. And the one thing I have realized is, of course, a lot of people are totally awestruck by how you conduct yourself and how well you play all these roles in your life, all these different roles in your life. But the one thing no one completely understands about you is how you keep up with the upcoming trend and what you do to keep up with the upcoming trend. Do you think you overcharge your patients?
See, dentistry is expensive, and if you are not taking care of it, it's gonna hurt your pocket. But it's not my only source of income, Richa, because as I told, I've always been a good investor since beginning, since the day I started working. I think if I earn 100 rupees, I must have saved 80 and invested it. And of course, there are so many other platforms, passive incomes, patterns of passive incomes. So it's not just dentistry that brings us money at home.
Okay. So Ritika, the one thing, this is a little off the topic, but I feel like, you are an early riser. And I've met you at the gym, I've seen you early in the hours in your clinic, performing your role as a dentist, but you look exceptionally fresh, high on energy, just the way you are in the morning, equally in the nights. How do you manage to perform so many roles with so much efficiency at the highest of your energy?
So Richa, for me, work is my passion and I actually love doing it because it makes me meet so many different people from all over the adjoining countries, and because it's a chicken's neck, of course, I'm very lucky that way. And of course, it keeps me rolling because I want to attend, I want to be everywhere, I want to be seen, I want to be heard, and also I want to penetrate myself to people and see how the conduct is going on so that they can relate how it is done in the clinic. It's like a marketing strategy for me, attending the programs, meeting new people, conversating with them, putting up an idea. And when people come to you and they always remember, oh, I need to come to you, this is my problem, it's overpending. So it just freshens them up.
Yeah.
I feel it works for me every time whenever I'm out there because constantly in my mind, somewhere I'm working.
Yeah, so basically at a party, maybe if someone's thinking, oh, dentist, Ritika comes to that's the gimmick that you follow. So Ritika, for all our audience out there, what would your preferred 2 quick fixes be?
Okay, so Richa, as I told you, that dentistry is the highest neglected, aspect in the self-care, though it is affecting the whole of the body still. So I feel if you follow a daily stack routine, brushing twice, using a floss and doing a lot of lukewarm salt water rinse, that particular thing will make sure that you don't have too many dental problems.
Yeah.
And I feel that, you know, you should always, like, we always make sure that our well-being is good. We are showing up to the doctors, physicians, doing something for our mental and emotional health. But what do we do for our teeth? Nothing. So I would advise everybody who's watching this podcast to visit the dentist every 6 months, so that whatever tiny thing is dwelling can be taken care of at the ground level. And if you're
Yeah.
coming only in the pain, that means there is already a bigger problem there.
Absolutely.
So Richa, through your platform, I would like to say to all our viewers that don't neglect your dental health. Visit me, Anaya Dental Care, as soon as you can to know about your teeth well.
It was such a pleasure to have you, Ritika. Thank you for coming and spreading all your words of wisdom here. It was such a pleasure.
Thank you, Richa. I'm so ecstatic to be here. Thank you.
Thank you.